So, hey guys, welcome back to a brand new play-by-play video. We are playing Cernunnos solo. I am actually live streaming this, but I'm going to keep it the same format as a normal YouTube video. So, if there's any questions in the chat and stuff like that, I will answer those. But if not, we're just playing this as we would normally. It looks like we're against a Sylve or a Kuzenbo. Either way, should be a pretty decent lane. We're going to go Stormseeker Rush and just kind of scale out. We are against the Kuzen. He's not level 2 yet. So, anti-auto attack god against an auto attacker. Sounds a little scary, but I'm kind of like of the opinion that Kuzen solo is pretty bad. He really kind of just has bad farming speed, at least compared to traditional picks. Maybe against Kern he'll do okay, but I'm not really super worried. We got Death Tolls, so we'll be able to heal out a decent amount through like the reflective damage. We have a lot of clear pro to start. He's got Sands of Time. He's going to go Timeline, and he's rushing Breastplate here first. Oh, these autos are a little rough though. Yeah, we just want to poke him out. He's kind of dying on this hill, which you don't want to do. He's just dead. Really important in a spot like that. Just let the gold like come to you and lose the gold. Super important if you're playing these Guardian solos, these low pressure solos, early game especially. It's okay to lose gold, but it's not okay to lose your health. And in a spot like this, he's going to be losing both, right? And he ends up even dying because he thought he could get a kill. So it's super important to just disengage, back up, play safe. He upgraded his TP right there because he knows he's about to be in for a horror of a matchup with that deficit, with that death and deficit, excuse me. So yeah, your biggest thing is just if you're gonna lose gold anyways, preserve your health bar. And if you're not gonna lose gold, like if you want to like tank minions and stuff, do it with the understanding that you might die, and it's usually not worth it. Again, we're fine here. We know that his dash number pulls us in that range, so we get some autos off and we're just chilling. Again, Kuzenbo I think is sort of like Hercules but worse in this role. I think the support is really good, but in solo this god is just terrible and it's just sort of a noob pick. Super slow farm speed, and into any like warrior you just outsecure them like off cooldown on every camp and get like 5 levels up. And yeah, he's not playing this great, but it sort of like just persists with the character. I'm really low on him. But we get neutrals, and we're just going to kind of like, do the normal thing in solo. We got Stormseeker on the way. Gives us flat pen, attack speed, and obviously a scaling thing. I always talk about in lanes where you can't kill somebody, try to find a way to, still get value. Normally just doing neutrals, and we're totally safe here. Normally just doing neutrals is like enough. I want to dash because I do want to bait him. I know like I've got help coming. Is he dead at that? Yeah. You want to find a way to get value, right? Which neutrals is going to be part of it. This guy's doomed. That's okay. But building items that like help you scale is really a good idea too, right? So like Prophetic Cloak always gives you value in the laning phase, even if it's dead, so to speak, where you can't actually kill the other guy because you're able to stack something. Stormseeker for ADCs in solo lane are effectively accomplishing the same thing. And it's why, generally speaking, I think in every single ADC solo video, I'll probably be going Stormseeker. And I know for the Artemis one, I did ability-based, which I think is like good on her. But on like some of these more like auto-attacky solos, like Charybdis, which is coming up as well, we're going to go maybe the exact same build, or at least one very similar. I think on her we did do Stormseeker. I can't remember off the top of my head, though. So it's just like a very good, safe build. That's the level 1 build. Being able to afford a Chalice is really like compact and cost efficient, which you also want. And yeah, it really helps. I mean, Flat Pen right now is so good into squishies and even into tanks. We'll hit a little bit harder. So yeah, now it's just literally stack Stormseeker as much as we can. So we're not trying to get a lot of attack speed. We're gonna go like semi-tanky for the rest of this game, probably. If we get really like enough stacks, we can go Silver Branch, but I doubt it. And he's just got to back up. We literally can just face tank him now. Because he's got a tier 2, you have a tier 3. It's so cheap as well. Just like really such a good item. We might have TP here, I don't really care. We'll just push this out. And keep on doing the thing. Notice Arachne isn't right, so we're totally safe, but our ward can be defensive or aggressive. It's kind of like up to us. I only have one right now, so Gotta keep that in mind. I'm gonna switch to my Frost Dance so I can like get a couple autos off a little easier maybe. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna proxy, none of that stuff. We could freeze at times, like right here we can a little bit because he's on his blue. But with a pick like this where you're a backliner, sort of similar to what you'd imagine on like Baba Yaga or, you know, any of those other squishies we picked, we're just kind of anchoring down in lane. There's not really a huge reason to leave. And if we can literally leave the lane like 2-0 as we are right now, level 20, that's like genuinely ideal. And that's kind of what I'm playing for. If there's a really, really easy rotation, I'll make it. But if it's not easy, I'm not even going to bother. He'll get this. That's fine. So far, so good. Thinking of what I want to build. I'll go shifters first for sure. Let's see, is there ever a play here? Let's get this ward here. I'm going to like throw a couple passes around actually. Back up. It's fine. We can hold here a little bit. Kuzenbo's really low, so he kind of can't walk. That's a really good angle for us if he walks this way. I think he path safe. He did. So Shiva just did our blue. That's fine. Notice this guy missed 3 minions. We're just holding here. And when he walks up, we're just going to get more stacks on him. We did lose a little bit of safety with losing our camp. Not our camp, excuse me, our ward. But, you know, Shiva did our blue, so there's like the seer proc right there for a little bit, so that's helpful. And yeah, we're just kind of holding. And what's great about holding is like, yeah, I'm losing the blue farm from my jungler, but he's getting solo farm. I made this guy miss minions, so it gets my jungle ahead. I think the biggest thing people don't realize about freezing is it allows like your people to solo camps for you. So junglers should be playing solo side when they're getting lane froze. Oh geez, I'm a little body blocked here. I think I'm okay. Yeah, I'm fine. No, I'm not fine. Oh, that's so sad. That was close. But you basically get your guy ahead, which is really nice. Yeah, I got body blocked a little bit too much there. You know what's sad? If I went beads, I definitely do live. That's okay. To be fair, I wasn't sure if it was a silver Kuzen. And if it was a silver, I definitely needed Aegis first. So I'm not like super sad about it. No worries. Yeah, he immuned my ult. Like I did it a tiny bit too early as well, which is a bit rough, but it's all good. We'll play the next one a little bit better. I don't even think they really meant to body block me there. It's just like it's kind of just like a fat character. His contagion rush, which is pretty smart. Having anti-heal is like pretty good for him, right? We'll probably be in a spot right now, by the way, where our trades start to look a little dodgy, you know, and we're like not killing him. It doesn't matter, like at all. As long as we're like sustaining back any damage we take, even if it's slow. I kind of am actually happy if I'm not doing damage right now, because that means I'll get Storm Sec or Sex easier. So we'll be in like spots in this lane where it gets a little bit dead. Generally, when he gets his first defense item, he might double up on defense here and go for like a Glad Shield. And the lane's going to be really dead. We're really going to struggle with like killing him, but we don't have to. And you know, once we get stuff like shifters, we'll also be a little bit better off. I'm going to actually just keep this lifesteal mask because it's kind of feeling good. So yeah, it's really no troubles if this is like a little awkward at times. That's that idea though of like we do just want to kind of anchor ourselves here. Because this build does have weak points, but the strong points are really, really good. We just have to get there. Arachne's dead in mid. Nice. Good stuff. It's going really well. How ahead are we? I know he got a kill, so he's a bit better off, but yeah, we're still up 1k. Yeah, that's really, really good. What is he going? So he's going, I think that's Nemean. So it's the same idea, just like any second Fizz defense item you're gonna see, obviously right now, we're struggling a little bit, and it's not a big deal. We'll be alright. Just got to kind of hold steady. We could go kin size right after shifters, or I can just go like a shared prot defense item, which I'll probably do. Again, kin size isn't ever bad, like ever, especially in this game, but probably not going to go it yet. But we could, so we'll see. I could actually go Prophetic Cloak. I don't stack it that well into the physicals because there's less of them, but I'm going to switch to Slow Stance. It's just dead here. Probably, yeah, nice. We lost gold, but whatever. That's more so like ADC's like just out of pushed out. We'll get a BDK here, wave push. I'll get silver. We get totem as well and backs. It's like a lot of farm. I mean, losing a gold as long as you're getting stuff on the other side of the map is like always kind of okay, especially in Smite 1. Smite 2, it's a little scarier, but yeah. What's up, Kura? You may have already mentioned this, but you've seen people maxing the 3 over the 1. So you'll see that generally speaking, like if you're playing more aggressive, you do lower the cooldown a little bit, which is nice. Let's say you're playing Cernunnos mid, and you're into a mage, or Cernunnos ADC and you're into another ADC. This character is very fight heavy, right? So a lot of the combos is going to be, like for example, you'll be autoing a thing, or you'll be fighting somebody. You want to walk up because you're glaive passive, and then you just do that, right? A little dash right through, and that burst damage, if you do max your dash second, is really good. And obviously a little bit of extra cooldown doesn't hurt because it allows you to do it more and just a little bit more safety in its premise. Because I'm playing Kern solo and I'm against a frontliner who I really don't want to be near, right now at least, I'd rather just level up my glaive to have sustain, right? If I was comboing this guy and dashing on him, say he was playing like Anubis solo or something, I might be doing that, right? But because of the character I'm against, it doesn't really fit. You're seeing that in mid and solo because of the characters they're against, right? You wouldn't really be seeing it in this role because of the characters I'm against. So that's mostly it. If you wanted to max your 3 to get like a crazy combo, or just like higher combo damage, you just have to make sure you're against something that's a little bit, you know, a little bit more caring about the actual damage you're going to do. Because also, when I just switch to blue stance too, it's like I can kite him a lot easier right now. Good question, though. That's why we got it. Alright, this is a little dodgy. I'm not worried about him again. It's just like, is there ever a gank for this? Maybe. So we'll back up a little bit. I know I could also go to like my autumn stance or whatever, but like, again, I'm not really going to be hurting him like that. I'd rather just stay healthy. Good play by him. I didn't get my dash canceled though. Thankfully, I'm not really sure how. I definitely should have, but hey, we'll take it. I can try the autumn stance for a little, but I doubt I'm doing really a lot of damage. Yeah. I'm totally fine here. Oh, he's here already? Oh, I griefed. I'm sorry. Why did I think Arachne was still in mid? Am I just an idiot? She definitely was, but she left. Okay. I mean, honestly, like, that's fine. We're gonna get 2 kills in mid for it. Arachne was in mid and she just ditched her team. Yeah, they kill us, which is, like, kind of bad for us, but he did grief his team. I did see him mid. Yeah, whatever. I don't really care. That was a good play. Good job. We gotta roll. I'll put some wards down next time, but I mean that's just like I never die then unless I dash in, right? So is what it is. We'll go into a void shield next probably. I will go Thebes maybe instead. I don't know. I do want to go like another damage item. Yeah, I was fine there. I mean that's a bad gank though, like straight up. Okay, I've had people comment under my YouTube videos, and I figure as I'm posting this, you know, I may be stepping on fire here, but like, I don't know, people sometimes say like you die way too much to ganks. Like, okay, obviously sometimes yeah you do die to ganks and they're not good, but like, dude, I probably have like a good idea if a gank is like a bad death or okay death or good, and I'll usually say what of the 3 or 4 you know categories it's in. Like that death on its premise, Arachne should never be on left. They're losing a mid tower and 2 because she just ditched them. So if I'm gonna die for it, like, okay, I didn't expect him to make a bad play. Like, my fault. again, like, it's objectively a win for us. If she stays in mid, they don't lose 2 or a tower, right? So is that trade good, especially when the opportunity cost is like, if I don't make that play, I would have gotten a solo kill if she doesn't show up. Like, you know, I'm okay with making that, you know what I mean? So not every death is just like bad or just like, hey, you die and like whatever's. You're losing a lot of context without comms and stuff, which is just ranked. So sometimes like things like that are just gonna happen. And it's whatever, it's not a big deal. Now this is dodgy. I won't lie about that. I think we should be allowed to live here though. Just got a dash, we're fine. Nice. The Sylva's baiting us, dude. I mean, but also, like, you know, a part of it also is, dude, like, if you're playing, like, certain characters, you're just sort of going to get sat on, you know what I mean? And, like, that's why they're not meta picks, right? So you just have to, like, kind of, like, be okay with that. We're saving our Aegis for Possible in case it comes, but I don't think he has it yet. We're still saving our Aegis for something, whatever it might be. There it is. We dashed it because we knew it was coming. Nice job. I think, did we get Pyro? I don't think so, but we're looking for the fight. Doesn't matter. Nice. Good positioning, good pathing, and yeah, no, I know. It's like, it's just silly though. Like, again, I don't really pay it a big mind, but one of the things about like posting videos and stuff is you put yourself under the microscope by a lot of people who, like, quite frankly, are gonna like critique you and backseat you when they're never getting out of platinum. You know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of the truth. And mostly that's like not the comments, and it really is like whatever. But I've played this game like enough at a high level that I know like what's good and what's bad, and I'll say what's bad if I did mess up, because I'm not playing these games perfectly. Especially whenever you're commentating and doing stuff like that, you're gonna make mistakes. It's just like natural. But you know, to some degree, like some of it is just a little whack, you know. We'll go into a Void Shield next, or Thebes. I'm thinking like one of the two. Void Shield would help us with Pen. Thebes would just be like general tankiness. They've got pretty good damage spread between magical and physical. This looks really good though. I mean, I get the idea of them fighting, like we just lost fire, is what they're thinking, but it's just not going to go well. Yeah, poor guys. That's brutal. That might be a surrender angle. I hope they don't though, because we got to get a video out of this. Okay, they're troopers. Let's go. I'm going to back. I think Sylvanas with the purple border is going to say, hell no to surrendering, I hope. I think we're going to go Thebes. It's just a better prop item, you know, and I really value that. Void Shield is good again, but because they have double or triple magical on their team, I want to like factor that in. Say this is a Osiris solo we're against instead of a Kuzenbo. You know, I'm probably a little bit more inclined to go Void Shield maybe. But Thebes is just such a good stat item, you'll literally never be unhappy building it in Smite 1. Smite 2, not great, but in this game, it's always good. Dropped red for hell later. And we'll just kind of look for a... like, Thebes stacks. Again, like, I also want to always make it so that, like, I'm not trying to be like, oh, this is good because it, like, I did the play. Like, I don't want to act like that either, but, you know, chances are, like, probably have a decent grasp on it. Maybe not, but I like my chances. We'll say that. We're just going to super stack on this guy. I, like, kill him really easily as well. I don't want to commit my dash because, like, yeah, he's, like, him playing aggro only means one thing to me. If he's by himself right now, genuinely, really impressive, but yeah, he is not. Now, just Sylph here is not scary at all. I'm not worried about these two. Holding my dash for his ult end. That's why you hold it, right? So we just got 2 ults for free. And again, they might look for like a collapse on us. I missed. I'm okay. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I mean that was kind of expected. I think they kill here though. What did I get? Sylv, Kuz, ults. We had help coming. I fucked that up a little bit. I pressed beads early, which, like, it was pre-beadsing the Arachne, but I'm not gonna lie, I pressed beads thinking I had upgraded beads, and I was just, like, trying to lower my dash cooldown, and I definitely did not, so this shit's, in fact, tier 1, so that was really a little unlucky, but we do get a pick. We're gonna get gold. We already got gold, excuse me. We're gonna get Pyromancer, and I think we just run it down right, or mid. We just run it down mid here, I think. I'm just gonna run it down right cover, but it's pretty chill. Like, I know you think as a hunter losing fire is a big deal, but we have another one. I think what I love so much about having a hunter in this role is, like, we always have structure damage. You know what I mean? Can't wait to hear the comments about that one. Yeah, true. We always have structure damage though. So, like, I think hunter mid right now. You know, mages are really good in general, but I think hunter mids are, like, still strong. You know? And you can still play them because the availability you're getting now, they should back up if this is, like, scuffed. I didn't expect Shiva to come over here. I'm not really sure why he did. I said I got the wave. Yeah, I think he kind of just, like, thought there would be somebody. I'm not sure why. We'll try to ult this guy to peel him. Okay, that was, like, kind of troll. Shiva did sort of just int them, but it's fine. I think we clean up here a little bit. I mean, this guy's, like, not really dying. Once I have Kins, he does die. Just not quite there yet. I still like own in this fight. I mean, we'll get mid. And fire's over, so I guess it's, like, not really a problem. We'll get this in a second. Oh, no way, dude. Okay, we got it. Bead, shell, I'm dead again. No problem. We got the objective, boys. Actives forced. This guy just runs away. And because they're poked enough, hell's coming up, they don't do fire. It's a little bit of a scrappy game, but I think, like, that's just going to be the nature of picking a character like this. You know what I mean? Generally, why you don't want to pick something like this, just to, like, get the intuitive perspective, is you think about your solos as a tank, which, to be fair, we're building some defense, and I really got to get deep stacks. It sucked that I had to push out right there, because if I stayed mid, I would have gotten deep stacks there, but generally you need engage. So if I'm, like, dashing in and stuff, like, that's kind of the engage, which I'm not saying is very good. I'm just saying that's the engage. So you kind of, like, you don't need engage on a solo laner, but you want to have it, and if you're not picking engage, you want to have really, really good poke, or disengage, or peel. We don't really have any of those. I'm kind of just, like, doing this to be a stat stick, and I'm just going to, like, play hunter too. So it's not necessarily a good thing. I think because Kins is so overpowered, you can build tanky like this with Kins, because we haven't had Kins yet. Now we do. And still be very viable, because you can kind of just burn frontliners. I don't think this would work in Smite 2, though, because Kin size sucks. Now, granted, there's not really defense items to build. Like, you can't make a build like this in Smite 2, because the items don't really exist, but in the future, when the game's a little bit more fleshed out, I don't think a Hunter solo strat like this would be very effective, unless Kin size got buffed, because right now it's just not very good in that game. Again, you can make a Hunter solo work right now with, like, Sunbeam Bow and all those broken items, but as it stands right now, a build like this does not transfer over at all, which is a shame, because these are really fun. We've hit the power spike. We get another one with Death's Embrace, but for all intents and purposes, we are at the power spike right now, and we do just, like, insta-kill anybody, and we win every 1v1. That's, like, the best part about these builds. You can't lose a 1v1. I think they're just going to kill those two, but let's just walk at this guy. I mean, we're literally doing double damage now. And he can never fight us, by the way. We have scaled, folks. Nice. I think we just win. Oh, wow. Yeah, we do just win. That's so boring, dude. I wanted to have, like, a real fight. I mean, we did, I guess, but, like, I don't know. Yeah, the structure damage is a little shit without a wave, I won't lie. I'm gonna get out for a second, come back in. Maybe we don't end. We should. Do we want to, though? We have hell healing. If we don't have hell healing, this is, like, a little scary. But I guess we'd have more damage, though, to be fair. Okay, we actually don't end. Good, good, good. Needed a longer game. Maybe we still do. Hold up. Find out. Beads down. Kill this Kern. This is Aegis. Too bad he lived. Alright, we have to leave. No worries. We'll get it next time. We got a mid Phoenix. We got the thing poked. We got Pos Aegis. I'm gonna come to this Shiva if I can, and we do peel him out. We're just gonna slow him. Nice. Couple more Stormseeker stacks and we're full on our attack speed as well, which is great. Oh, what an Ethol. That was really well synced. Good play. Does he get him? Ooh, good try. We got our starter now. Mid Phoenix down. Because the deaths were really staggered out, we can defend fire. That's kind of like... Sometimes it's really bad to die, like, staggered. But as long as, like, people will come up, their resources are really low. Now, what should red team do here? They should full send on fire. But we should be able to hold this, because we have 3 people who are, like, ready to defend. Now, I'm going to call it so they know, because I feel like this posturing is a little scary. It's a little scary these guys didn't walk out with the words, but they should still be able to defend this. These 3 are strong. Again, Shiva going to speed here is really bad. Thankfully, they just did Pyro. I think they're a little scared to do it, because they know these people are around. But, you know, stagger deaths can be okay. Like, that is literally like a perfect example of there is nothing for us to lose in dying, right? So, like, it is what it is. If we die, we die. Alright, now we can come back, just do fire, and life is good. Nice. We just end, I think. Yeah, I shouldn't be on this. I don't know why they fight that. Like, if you're red, you just gotta run there. It's like a super easy disengage, and you know they have another shot at holding. But now it's just sort of like, you know, what did they do? All right, GG. Well, a little bit hectic, but not ever really hard. I mean, there was like zero way we ever lost that game after a certain point. Want to get him? We did. Huge. Good job. So Cernunnos will finish. I wish I got to have more like burning backpedaling fights, but I mean their fight selection was really bad, so it kind of made it so that we didn't need to do the crazy backburn thing. Which, granted, like I always say, like if you have to make highlights to win a game, or if you have to make highlights to like play the team fights, chances are like your team's probably playing pretty bad, and these guys like synergize really well. I think Hell's kind of scary, but he played it great, so definitely nice to get a good group of guys. And that'll be that for Cernunnos. So we are all set with one of the weaker characters in our little ADC stretch. We did 33k. We got Chalk next. So for the YouTube side of thing, thank you guys for watching, and that'll be it for me. So peace.